Welcome back to Keeping It Real. We are here. I'm David Grossman, my friend and supporter, Gary Nusca. Gary, thanks very much for being here at our
welcome.
Inaugural opening here at Fitzgerald's Pub.
I appreciate the opportunity to be on the ground floor and nothing way to go but up.
Well, that's where we're aiming for. Anyhow, it's great to have you back, Gary. You see, if people are watching the show, they can see the snow outside. We have this is what Toronto winters are all about.
Yeah, we're getting between 15 and 25 centimeters in the next 24 hours, they say.
That's right. So we could be here for a while.
We could be.
Anyway.
We'll tape a few more shows.
So, as always, Gary is going to share with us some of the great things that are available on his website, ICIWorld.net. But he's also he does education for realtors. He's dedicated his life to creating a website, creating programs to help real estate agents connect with the public. The public can go, and the traffic is huge on ICIWorld.net. It's coming up near the top of the listings. If anybody's searching for investment, real estate, or anything like that,
front page of Google.
It's a shopping mall for real estate.
That's exactly the term I used back in 1994.
So, I remembered. You used it a couple times. So,
yes.
So that's the idea, and it pays to be associated with your website because and this is true. I know it sounds like I'm just saying this, but I signed up myself as a mortgage broker, advertised my services. This is back in December of last year, 2012. Next day I got a call, and I closed a $3 million mortgage within 2 weeks. I've never closed a deal that fast. Unbelievable lead that came through the website. So hopefully there'll be a lot more of those coming.
There should and could be. There definitely can be more, and there should be more. In fact, this is sort of something normal to me to hear this.
Right.
I love it. I love hearing this. But it's normal for me because I'm getting it from a lot of members.
Right.
$13 million apartment building sold within 3 days.
Amazing.
Shopping center got 4 calls from a real estate board, 30 calls from an ICIWorld. So I'm getting used to this. You mentioned one thing in the beginning, and I wouldn't mention it. You're very kind and generous with your comments, and I want to thank you for that. And you mentioned that this is my service, but what I think is that it's your service.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's all the people's service. It belongs to the industry. It belongs to the public, and because it's their information that everybody's getting together on and doing business. So really, it's really a broker's network, and that's what it was built for, to be them. Someday our exit strategy could be several things. It could be an association eventually taking this over. Now I'm mentioning this for the first time this year because I'm getting a little older in my years, and we're thinking about that someday. But it's got to be, whatever has to happen, it has to be compatible in the hands of the real estate industry someday. So if you want, you could say it's a little bit of an invitation, and to a certain extent to open it up to the National Association of Real Estate, the Canadian Real Estate Association. Associations would be nice if there was some way it could be licensed, partnered, managed, bought. I don't know.
Right.
Because that's beyond my level of expertise, figuring that kind of thing out. But it's built to serve the public by licensed real estate brokers, and a lot more information becomes available doing it this way, of an exclusive nature that doesn't exist on other services. Lists of 200 buyers for apartment buildings and buyers for shopping centers, lists of them, lists of buyers for land and all kinds of things. And it's 80% exclusive, David, which in our industry is very exciting, where you can bring all this exclusive information out of the industry. Yes, you can advertise your MLS listings, and it's a great forum for that, and we're leading into statistics here in a moment to show you why it's important that everybody be plugged in. Otherwise, you can be missing doing a deal and not realize it, and if I can impress that upon some people, they'll see that they can serve their customers very well by putting their information on here.
Right. Okay. Well, I can definitely speak from experience. It is the place to be. So now there's a few things that we want to show people today, because that's what you do. You're doing this all day long. This is talking to real estate people, real estate agents, doing webinars and seminars. And so there's a few things that we want to show people. Where do you want to start with? Social media?
Why don't we do the statistics first,
Okay.
and then go into social
Sure.
media, why it's important for every broker to sort of embrace social media.
Okay, very good. So let's talk about statistics, because if you don't, and I think by statistics, we're talking about traffic
Yes.
as one of the major issues. Because if you have a website and you have a presence online and nobody's seeing it, it doesn't mean anything.
That's right.
So statistics. What's the story with statistics, traffic, and that kind of thing?
Okay. As you know, we built a new server. I'm calling it the Hummer of the business, so to speak. You know, Hummer can get through anything. Well, this database can do anything. It just delivers information fast, quick, and easy, which is very important for your iPads, your iPhones, your Androids, your Samsung Galaxies, and all the other pieces of personal devices out there. You want it to come out quick. And if anybody tests this information from any place in the world, it's coming up very quick. I'm not going to go into the story behind how we got there, but that's what we've been working on for the last year. Now it's up and running. So to me, it's like a Hummer of a business. Okay. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now. You'll notice that we're at one of our sites, which is ICIWorld.com. And you can click on anything. If you're a member of the public, you should immediately go to Canada. And if I click on that, which I just did, I'm using a stick, a Fido stick, and you'll see how fast it came up. And that's not even high-speed internet, okay? Right. And now I'm gonna click on Ontario, 1000, bingo, it's already up. And if I wanna search Ontario, Canada, it's already up. And if I wanna search commercial real estate, it's already up. And if I want apartment buildings, bingo, count it, 1000, it's done.
So this is what the public would be doing. If somebody wanted to buy commercial property,
yes,
they would go through those steps. If they want to invest, buy something in Ontario, and here they would see this amazing list of opportunities.
That's correct.
And you're saying most of these are exclusives.
That's correct. In fact, if I was to click on any one of these 76 recently upgraded condo townhouses and click on that, you'll notice, what does this say?
Exclusive.
Here. Exclusive.
So they're not going to find this anywhere else.
No.
Right.
This is exceptional, so that if you're a broker and you have a website, we have a special way to put all this stuff on your website with one link.
Right.
So that you can be triggering leads for this stuff and they will be calling you.
Right.
Now, all of this is great as long as you have the people from the public sort of accessing all of this information. So let's go to Google and see what happens if you type in something like investment real estate and do a search. You'll see at the top that there's something like 430 million results come on the first page.
Yes.
So now if you go down the first page, usually people will search the first 1, 2, or 3 pages. And if you go down the page, you'll see that the Market ICI World Network is there, which is really the brokers.
Right.
So if you're an independent broker, you want to get to the top of the search engines, get your information in here, because again, somebody will click on that. And if they're interested in Canada, they'll click on Canada. That's 2 keystrokes. They'll click on the Ontario button here, 3 keystrokes. And then they'll click on the Search Ontario Canada. And then they can click on Search Ontario Haves and Wants, and there's everything on the screen. Shopping centers, apartment buildings, business opportunities, you name it, it's here, including buyers of your property.
Right.
Now, I'm going to go back to the top of the page, and I'm going to do residential now, something that has not been done on ICI World before, and we're going to show you the residential. Again, you can pick a city, and if it happens to be Mississauga that you're looking in, you click on Mississauga, and you'll see how fast the information is coming up. I think this is incredible, quite an achievement that we're kind of proud of, actually, but it's mainly to function great for the salespeople and the public. So
are these also mostly exclusives?
Well, let's just check. I haven't studied the residential ones lately, but let's click on this one, and this one doesn't say. Let's go back and maybe check another one. That's one sold, this one in Bridle Path. Let's see that one. And that's exclusive. So, we're getting exclusive listings there.
Okay, right.
The one last thing that I'll cover on residential, because we want to cover statistics today, is things like keyword searching. and assignments in the business are not being handled in any other fashion. You click on assignments, for instance, and bingo, up comes assignments. So when brokers know how to place this stuff by putting the word assignment in their subject line, it's going to appear, the public can see it, give them a call, go do a deal. It's that fast.
So the brokers, you have training sessions?
Yes, we do.
Frequently, I think, where
We
they
do,
can
and we
figure
do
out how to
them.
get on here.
We found that if we did them one-on-one with brokers, that it really helps, because all you have to do is spend 30 minutes one-on-one.
Yeah.
It gets them going, and they end up dealing directly with the world through this computer, and everybody can see it. It's unlimited advertising directly to the world from brokers.
Okay, that's pretty powerful
Now,
stuff.
I was going to show you the statistics.
Yeah,
When
okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, so we're going to go, let me just click back on our home page and get back to the beginning here. And let's go back to our world site, which is this one here. And I'm going to go down the page. And this is the statistics that has just come online. Just one moment. Where did it go? There we go. There's
So this
statistics
is the
right
kind
here.
of traffic you're getting on...
This is specific now to the ICIWorld
Okay.
site.
Right.
And you'll notice that we just put this announcement up in January because we finished building our server. And you'll notice February's there is a running time. In other words, if I click on this, it's up to date to yesterday. And you'll see there's been 271,000 hits. And if we-
271,000 hits since yesterday?
Yes, and there's been 9,000 people that have visited the site since February the 1st to
Right.
February the 6th.
That's pretty amazing.
That's 9,000 in 1 week.
Wow.
And if I go down a little bit further, you'll see the days of the month down here.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to go back to January so that you can get a glimpse of the whole month. Over 1 million hits for the month, demonstrating activity. 72,000 visits by 30,000 people. Now, I'm going to qualify what I just said for people. Here we go. We're going to go down here that the unique sites is a request made to the server. It's not an exact number, but this number might be as close as you can possibly get.
Okay, well, that's pretty great that you disclose that, because a lot of people, you know, they go to sign up at different websites and they don't know what the traffic is.
Exactly.
And so everything is right there for them to see.
And that's one of the reasons, I'll leave it on testimonials, you got to read about it amongst some of the most deals going on in the marketplace today.
Okay, so what else did you want to show? Because we also wanted to show something on the iPad.
Did we want to do the Facebook, the social media?
Let's have a look at this. Let's have a quick look at the social media, because we need to move along shortly.
Okay, so let's talk about social media and why it is important for real estate brokers and salespeople.
Tell us.
If you have a Facebook account and you
Yes.
talk to people, let's say you go to a wedding and you let everybody know you're on Facebook, you can network with your family, relatives, colleagues, all the 200 people that might attend your sphere of influence at different events. They can visit your Facebook site.
Right.
And so if they visit your Facebook site and you have a website, they can see the information you have on your website. And if you've got thousands of listings on your website, which we supply from ICIWorld, you can end up triggering a call. In fact, they're going to be amazed at the amount of listings that you have.
Okay.
Now, in your case, I'm going to go into Facebook. I'm logging in as me, and I'm going to do a search for David Grossman.
Okay.
And you'll see how it comes up. So we're recommending everybody. Now, is this one you, David?
They're both me.
Okay, so which one should I click on?
Well, that one's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and I'm getting to David's account. And you're going to notice that we're already friends.
Yes.
Now, what is that picture of, by the way?
Which one, of me or all the girls at
All
the
the
top
girls
there?
at the top.
We had all those girls in the studio. It was Ghana beauty pageant. They came in before on one of our shows, Anna Adu's show. She brought in all these lovely ladies.
And that's a function of Alltalk TV, that you're doing not just real estate, but you're helping different industries become more publicized and
That's what it's
let
about.
people know what it's all about. That's marvelous. Just marvelous.
Thank you.
So in other words, that's what other people should be doing now with real estate, connecting with people. I'm going to suggest people go to our website and connect with us through Facebook, and then you can keep up to date on things. Now, what's another one? And I'm going to give you some of the ones that are most important and finish with these ones here. The next one is Twitter. Twitter is very important because we can take various messages that are in the industry. And here's another one here, for instance, countries with the best quality of life. I just sent that through on Twitter so that people can kind of compare countries with the best quality of life and compare it. And you can see these articles that come out. This is kind of very interesting. And you've got from Germany, and because we're a worldwide service, it's interesting to see what other countries are doing and how they achieve their quality of life. And that's just one little article that is of interest. That's not the only thing on Twitter, but there's a lot. That's a great way to kind of stay in touch with what's happening in real estate with Twitter through ICIWorld. The next one that we're going to go to, and it's an important one, is the YouTube. We're going to suggest, again, you get a YouTube account, sign up, and you're actually going to see articles, in fact, some of these TV shows with yourself there, David.
Right.
Right
so
on
people
our
come
ICI
in and
World
shoot
channel.
their TV shows and put them up on their YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
and what this does, it's a win-win situation for the things that you're doing, what we're doing. There's business to go around for everybody. Share it and help everyone, and it's a win-win situation all around. Helps Alltalk TV, helps ICI World, all the members on it. It's a win-win situation. So get into that because it gives you education and knowledge about what's going on in the real estate industry.
Well, the other thing I heard too is that Google likes to see activity in different places. If they see that you're using social media and things like that, it's not only who's going to immediately see it, but Google will notice that there's activity, and you're more likely to get a better ranking.
You're absolutely right.
Right. So you guys are out in the front.
LinkedIn.
And coaching people.
There's another one on
and
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, that's a good one for
LinkedIn
business.
is the most important one for all real estate people. It's nothing but your business card on the internet.
Right.
Make sure that you're on LinkedIn as well. Now, the other one here, subscribe to the ICI World newspaper. Every person in the audience should subscribe to all of these services by going to ICIWorld.com. And you're going to see that we have articles from TREB. We have articles from all these different services, and I must tell you, you must click on the topics and click on business and watch what's going to come up. There's a whole bunch of interesting articles in our ICI World newspaper. Is the prime rate cut in our future? This is from REM magazine, which is distributed to 75,000 or more, I'm not sure, real estate people in Canada.
That's great that you've
There's another one
all
here,
these,
a global investment network by these people, global retail views for our commercial guys, values from the National Association of Realtors and CBRE, engaged to sell some apartments, predictions and resolutions from other things. Also Middle East and Europe and getting feeling from around the world. And so you can see all of these articles that are kind of coming in. And one of the interesting one was down here, the article by Garth Turner, The Troubled Future of Real Estate. So all of these articles are coming in, including tips to help you in your own personal business. And one of the tips down here, prudential real estate, long-term investment, $1 billion ideas for you. All of these things are available through the network, opening up the world of information of real estate kind of to you.
Okay, Gary,
Best places to buy a foreclosure. I'm done.
Okay, we need to move along because we got another show coming up shortly. So, but we were going to take a short break, and then we're going to just do a couple quick minutes on the iPad, and then we got to get ready for our next show. Hang in, we'll be right back.
Thank you.